It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. Left sideline a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jones again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dancing to his left. to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tyrel Dodson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings.
Check 58.
From the gun, it's Walker. Fights him off. And he gets it down to the 32. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Seahawks at 500, 7-7 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 79 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And that flag accepted.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10.
Right at the 30.
Sunday here, Sunday.
Geno now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, And we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, we go, Salon.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
113 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Hey, we go. Thirteen next. There we go, Salon.
Throwing now is Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Shifts by him and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
To the air with McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here's McCarthy.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McCarthy drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him the 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull him down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? Those are the kicks that you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find out.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Derek Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
McCarthy off the play fake. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. And inside give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Geno.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And that is incomplete. A
has some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy going to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And look, they got it. Good for them, but they were within his range. I know that would have been a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick it, though.
I guess what he's going to have to do is frame it as, I just had so much confidence in the offense there, that's why I went for it. It's not me saying you couldn't have made that field goal. I'm going to need you later. Stay ready.
Yeah, he did have the one miss earlier, but you're right. Stay ready. There's still plenty of time in this game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
239 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Smith.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Smith's going to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's taken in by Sherfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they give the Jones off tackle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles